Cody Garbrandt versus Pedro Munhoz is happening this weekend, guys. Great fucking fight at bantamweight. Cody Garbrandt finally getting back in there after his devastating 2 KO losses in a row against TJ Dillashaw. Who can blame him? TJ's a fucking beast, of course. KOing Cody Garbrandt twice in a fucking row. Cody no chin Garbrandt. Here's my problem. I have Cody winning. But let me explain how I can see him losing so fucking easily. I can see Cody losing so fucking easily. I can see him getting knocked out right now in my head. I always have a vision of a fight when it comes down of what's going to happen. I thought Till was going to beat Woodley. The vision in my head showed Woodley fucking dropping him with an overhand. That's what I saw. Okay? I had TJ beating Cejudo. The vision in my head was Cejudo beating him. I feel like Pedro Munhoz might just knock him out. Because Cody Garbrandt, here's the problem. It's not just that he doesn't have a chin. It's not that he doesn't have a chin at all. A lot of guys can be knocked out. But Cody Garbrandt fights like a guy sometimes who can't be knocked out. I hope you guys know what I'm saying. Sometimes he fights like John Lineker. John Lineker, I don't think he can be knocked out right now. He's never been knocked out. He's got an iron fucking chin. He takes shots. He wades forward. Cody Garbrandt swings shots from his hips. Those hooks come from his fucking ankles. Doesn't keep his guard up whatsoever in the pocket. He fights like a guy with an iron chin, but he doesn't have an iron chin. So I don't understand. You know what? I feel like Pedro Munhoz. I don't know what to say. Because whatever I say is final. I feel like Pedro Munhoz might knock him out. Actually, no. No, that's not going to happen at all. I don't know. I think Cody Garbrandt's going to win. I think it's going to be a 3-round fight. I don't think Cody's going to get the finish because Pedro Munhoz, tough, durable guy, and other than a split decision loss to Sun Sao, John Dodson, I mean, who's he lost to, really? He's been rising through the division. He last came off a win over Brian Caraway. A TKO win to the body. Brian Caraway protested the stoppage, but it was a good stoppage. Front kicked him to the body. Brian Caraway dropped like this. And then Pedro Munhoz punched him a few times in the head. Brian Caraway protested. Shut the fuck up, you bitch. You just got finished to the body. Stop making up shit. Although I can't roast Brian Caraway too much because obviously he's been fucking swimming in between Misha Tate's cheeks. So I can't really be that angry at him. He's lived the life. You know, he had the perfect cheeks in his grasp and he let them go. He didn't secure them with a marriage. Stupid move from Brian Caraway. Anyway, back to the fight. Pedro Munhoz, Cody Garbrandt. Here's how I feel. Cody Garbrandt's going to keep this fight standing. Pedro Munhoz isn't going to be able to take Garbrandt down. So this is going to be a stand-up fight. The reason why I say Cody's going to keep this standing is I don't see him trying to wrestle Pedro Munhoz. Pedro Munhoz is the majority of his finishes are from submissions. He's got a fucking nasty jiu-jitsu game that you don't really want to come up against. I feel like Cody's going to win. Mainly because I feel like the only reason that Cody brawled the way he did against TJ was because he was so emotional. And he has a shit fucking team behind him. And they don't know how to train with intelligence. Unlike TJ. TJ left Team Alpha Male. Fight IQ goes through the fucking roof. Guys who stay at Team Alpha Male brawl until you can't brawl anymore. That's what happens. Cody Garbrandt, I feel like, was so emotional going into those TJ Dillashaw fights. Both of them. His team in his ear, come on, do this for us, man. And all the meanwhile, he's like, Jesus Christ, I mean, there's enough pressure on me at the moment. Fucking hell, now I've got a kid with cancer I've got to do this for, let alone that. That's enough pressure. And now he's got his entire team and Uriah Faber saying, you're going to fuck this guy up. He's got nothing on you, man. Yeah, do this for Team Alpha Male. The whole team is fucking expecting you to win this. No pressure, though. But the whole fucking team will hate you if you lose this fight. And Cody Garbrandt goes out there emotional, tries brawling with TJ. TJ's just too technical for that shit, man. And you can see it in the first fight where Cody's swinging like this with his chin open. TJ swinging like this with his hands on his chin. And that was the difference. That was the difference in the first fight. In the second fight, Yet again, Cody's swinging like this, trying to catch TJ. TJ, left hand on the chin, coming over with the right hand over and over again. Technique versus brawling. TJ wins both times. I do think Cody's going to win this. I don't see anything in Pedro Munhoz's stand-up game that's going to be that threatening to Garbrandt. I don't see a massive speed advantage. I don't see knockout power. I don't really see fucking insane accuracy. He does have a good jab, but I just feel like Cody's going to be faster. He's going to go back to his technique, which is what got him to the dance against Dominic Cruz, remember? And then we're going to see. I feel like Cody Garbrandt's going to get this one done. I don't think he's going to knock out Pedro Munhoz, though. I don't think he can. I think Pedro Munhoz has got a great chin. He's very sound on the feet. He never really gets caught by punches coming into him. Like, he'll never walk into an overhand. He's always sort of moving away from shit, and they're sort of glancing shots that aren't really going to send him to the canvas. So I think Cody Garbrandt's going to get this one done by either a late TKO finish, maybe. Rare chance. I'll throw that in there. Or unanimous decision. Because I feel like where Pedro Munhoz is going to want this fight is on the floor, where he can work his jiu-jitsu. But Cody is just such a savage wrestler that I feel like he's going to win. However, I can see in my head Pedro Munhoz catching him on the chin and putting out Cody Garbrandt, because Cody Garbrandt doesn't have an iron chin. I'm not saying he has no chin, as much as the Cody no chin Garbrandt and the Cody no dad Garbrandt memes have gone around. I'm not saying he has no chin. I'm just saying he doesn't have an iron chin. And he fights like he does. And I think that's going to be dangerous against Pedro Munhoz, because Pedro Munhoz can crack. I mean, you see it before he finished Brian Caraway with the body kick. I mean, every time he hit Brian Caraway, bruising up on the face immediately. Every time he hit him, it's a boom, like a fucking boom, like his head rattles back and forth and everything. I can see Pedro knocking him out in the first round. That's a possibility. Or Cody's going to get a late finish or a unanimous decision. We'll see how it goes. Jesus Christ. It's a good fight, though. A real good fight on the main card, opening up the show for UFC 235. Great time for Cody to get back in there. He left it a while after getting KO'd. Fucking wise choice. You know? Actually a smart choice by him. As much as his IQ is dangerously low, this was a smart choice by him to take some time off. Don't jump straight back in there like James Vick. Rest a little bit. Spend some time with your kid and your family. Get back to training. You don't want to fucking ruin your chin this early in your career. You're young. So we're going to see. One problem I do have with this, which is why I feel like I give some edge to Pedro Munhoz, is Team Alpha Male has taken a dramatic fall recently. I mean, they really have. Joseph Benavidez, never really good enough to capture the title, even though he has a win over Cejudo right now. Actually, I take that back. Joseph Benavidez is a sound fighter. He's lost a few. He had injuries. I don't even think he trains at Team Alpha Male full time. You got Darren Elkins there. He's kind of back and forth all over the place. Cynthia Calvillo's kind of back and forth right now. She lost her last fight. She won her most recent one. She lost a fight before that. Cody Garbrandt coming off 2 losses. Who's training Team Alpha Male? Who's their head trainer? Dwayne Ludwig was maybe the best guy that they had. Obviously Chad Mendes as well, fallen off. Now he's retired. Dwayne Ludwig was the best guy they had. He left with TJ. Took TJ to fucking unreachable heights that Team Alpha Male couldn't keep up with, as we saw against Cody Garbrandt. Who else? Justin Buchholz left. He didn't get along with Uriah Faber. So is it just Uriah who's coaching him? Because that is an outdated style. Uriah Faber has an outdated style that should not be teaching mixed martial arts. And as far as I'm hearing from all the rumours, from Chael Sonnen talking about it, and some of these other guys, Brendan Schaub talked a bit about it as well, the guys at Team Alpha Male are training themselves. I mean, you'll have Joseph Benavidez holding pads for Cody Garbrandt in his training camp, you know? So that's the only worry I have here, but I feel like Cody can get it done. And I hope he does as well, because he's a big name, good for the company, and who knows, if he beats Pedro Munhoz, he's not going to get a title shot against TJ. I mean, Moraes has got the title shot. Maybe we do a rematch between Cruz and Garbrandt once the Oh, actually, no. Aljamain Sterling has called out Cody Garbrandt, and Cody Garbrandt's reacted. Maybe that's the next fight. We'll see. I hope Cody wins. I think Cody's going to win. Either a third round TKO or a decision. But I have this image in my head right now of Pedro Munhoz just glancing the chin of Cody Garbrandt and Cody just not being able to take the damage. I have that in my head so vividly. Please remember these words I'm saying, because I'm trying to describe to you what's in my head. Remember these words when you're watching the fight. I have an image. Everything, all the evidence points to Cody winning. He's faster, he's more powerful, he has better wrestling, better striking, more fluent on the feet. I just have an image in my head of Pedro Munhoz landing a swift left hand, looping left hand, on a Cody Garbrandt who is loading up his shots, and Cody just sink into the canvas. I don't know why, but keep that in mind. Because maybe I'm psychic. I am the MMA guru after all. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Did I mention like and subscribe?